Today we're making a Spanish black rice paella with a squid ink based broth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Spanish cuisine is all about. Loaded with Mediterranean flavors, very easy to make and done in 45 minutes. Now to make this dish, you need a couple things. For the first thing is the rice. Make sure that you use round rice, very similar to medium grain rice. For the second thing, you're gonna need obviously some squid ink, as this is what gives this dish that beautiful black color. Here in Spain, it's very popular. You can get it at any store. If you can't find it that easily in your area, go check with a local Asian supermarket. They usually have it in the freezer department where they have the clean tubes of squid. If you don't even have access to that, just go to your fish department in your store and ask them where you can get some squid ink. That's a very important ingredient in this rice dish. And last but not least, this is a Spanish rice dish. Very important to use some high quality saffron, as this is what flavors the dish. For this recipe, I'm going to be using saffron threads from Cyrus Saffron. This is truly some grade 1, high quality premium saffron. These guys are located in the beautiful state of Washington in the Pacific Northwest. Amazing stuff, essential to this recipe. Link below where you guys can get this directly from Cyrus Saffron. Alright folks, let's get started. We're gonna get started with a clean tube of squid. I bought this frozen, rinsed it under some cold running water. I'm gonna pat it dry with some paper towels, cut it open, and then cut it into squares that are about 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Next up, I've got 12 jumbo shrimp that have been peeled and deveined. Again, I bought these frozen and thawed them out. I'm gonna pat them down with some paper towels, and then season the shrimp with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. The rest of the ingredients you'll need for this recipe are 3 cloves of garlic that have been finely minced, 1/2 of an onion that's been finely diced, 1/2 a teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, 1/2 a cup of canned tomato sauce, 1 cup of round rice. Again guys, very important to use round rice, very similar to medium grain rice. Some high quality saffron, and 2 1/4 cups of a high quality fish broth. Okay, let's start cooking our black rice paella. Grab a paella pan, heat it with a medium-high heat, and add in 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. After heating the oil for 1 minute, I'm gonna season it with some sea salt, and add the squid into the pan. And mix it around with the extra virgin olive oil. After cooking the squid for about 1 minute, I'm going to start removing it from the pan and transferring it into a bowl. Now using the same pan with the same heat, I'm going to add the diced onions into the pan and the minced garlic. And start mixing them around with the oil, making sure to scrape up anything that was left over from the squid. Three minutes after adding our garlics and our onions into the pan, I'm going to add in the 1/2 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika and mix it all together until it's well combined. Once everything's well mixed, and you want to do this pretty quickly, that way that paprika doesn't get a bitter flavor to it, I'm going to add in the 1/2 cup of canned tomato sauce, season with sea salt, and add in 4 grams of squid ink. This is about 1/4 ounce. And mix this all together until it's well combined. As we're mixing this together, you can see that small amount of squid ink is giving such a beautiful color to this dish. About 1 minute after adding in the tomato sauce and the squid ink into the pan, I'm going to add in 2 1/2 cups of a high quality fish broth. Pinch in 1/2 a teaspoon of saffron threads, and lightly season with sea salt. And gently mix this together until everything's well combined. Once our broth comes to a boil, I'm going to let it boil for an extra minute. That way that saffron can really infuse into the broth. Then I'm going to add 1 cup of round rice and the squid back into the pan. And give it a gentle mix, that way everything's evenly distributed. After this step, you don't want to stir the rice again, otherwise it's going to disrupt the way that it cooks, but you can give the pan a quick shake once in a while. 6 minutes after adding the rice into the pan, I'm gonna start adding the shrimp on top. It's been 10 minutes since we added the rice into the pan. At this point, let's go ahead and lower the fire to a low-medium heat, and we're gonna let this simmer between 4 to 5 minutes. After simmering our rice for 5 minutes, it's time to achieve the sobra, which is that layer of caramelized rice underneath. We're gonna hit this to a medium-high heat, and we're gonna go between 1 to 2 minutes. After cooking this in a medium-high heat for 2 minutes, this black rice paella should be done. Let's go ahead and remove it from the heat. And I'm gonna cover the pan with a dishcloth and some foil paper, that way it doesn't stain the dishcloth. And you wanna let this rest here between 4 to 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'm gonna uncover the black rice paella and garnish it with a couple lemon wedges. Okay guys, our black rice paella is done. This looks absolutely delicious. Let's get in there, give it a try, and see how it turned out. The aromas coming out of this black rice paella are insane. Here we go. What a beautiful rice dish, I'm telling you. It's like Spain and the Mediterranean all in one bite. Such an incredible flavor to this. The rice has the perfect texture to it. We got a little bit of that caramelized rice underneath the sobra. Incredible guys, super easy to make, done in about 45 minutes. Wait a second, before I go, I'm gonna try one of these shrimp too. See how those turned out, here we go. Beautiful, none of the seafood is overcooked. Beautiful textures to all this. And that squid ink, wow, it's just exotic. Now before I go, I'd like to thank the folks over at Cyrus Saffron for sending me their saffron as a sample here on Spain on Pork. It is truly some grade 1, high quality premium saffron. Absolutely amazing stuff. Again guys, link in the description box below to their shop. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.